So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Adams. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Over here. Hey, check 26. Inside.
Now Rodgers going to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Where y'all going? Hey, check 26.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. The Raiders trying on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey. Zoom.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Later one. Cover 0. Hey, 7:34.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So we're at halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Rodgers now on first down. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 40 yards. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Mario Edwards able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Rodgers to throw on second down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Amaro's got it, left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Carr now on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
694.
Carr to throw on second down. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's 3rd and 5.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Go, Chief. What's up?
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are back within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Rashad Perriman off to the races. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Rashad Perriman with a return of 102 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Get set. You ready?
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Perry coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers throwing again. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And give him a gain of 37. Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Terrence Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Janikowski good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
734.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
734. Go. Good set. Hey, here we go.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Go. 29. 93. 94.
They do go for it. It's Carr. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kyler Fackrell coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
319. Hey, check 26.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He goes underneath for Anderson. He's to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Demetrius Harris, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. So out come the Raiders. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Carr now on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Hey, 7:34.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Complete to Amaro on the right side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Down. Blue 80.
Now Carr, got to have this one. Being chased out left. And he's got room. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there. Carr to Cooper, 57 yards.
29.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Down. Blue 80. Go, go. Later, 2.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
319. 319.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Caught right side by count. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Here's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle of Cobb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
319.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Now a play fake. Rodgers forced out to his left. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
734. Hey, 734. Yo, Chief. You're mine. Go, go. I got it. Listen, hot.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Rodgers. Keeps himself upright, buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A beautiful fake. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his numbers a ball carrier. They've got the numbers of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Down. We're good. 6:37.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got Evans. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the 1st before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and now here's another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
All right. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Rodgers now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at